Edgar Evernever is here, and he's hot. Let's do this. Greetings and salutations, Riverbabes. I'm your host, Leanne Aguilera, and this is your Sweetwater Secrets after show for episode 316, chapter 51, Big Fun, aka the Heathers Musical.
Enjoy the ride.
Now, this year's musical episode was fun, flashy, and once again filled with all kinds of questionable dance moves.
So fun.
To celebrate this special event, I'll be bringing you brand new interviews with the entire cast as they spill so many behind-the-scenes musical secrets.
I feel like the musical as a whole is really speaking our lives as it's playing out.
But first, let's quickly recap the main things that happened in this episode when our Riverdalians weren't singing with the Blue and Gold breakdown. Now, while the rest of our perfect pitch teens were taking part in Heathers the Musical, which was creepily sponsored by the farm,
This entire musical is just one big recruitment drive for you, isn't it?
Jughead's quest to take down his mom was in full effect this week. The mission: find and destroy the drug lab.
Your plan is a good one, Jug.
With his sweet singing siren by his side, Bughead discovered that Gladys had her gargoyles steal the old Jones family trailer and planned to go full-on Breaking Bad and turn his childhood home into a mobile Fizzle Rocks factory.
Drugs. Terrible.
When Betty wasn't off spying on the farm's weird rituals in between rehearsals, she decided to put her new love of fire to good use, and she helped Jughead burn away Gladys's plan.
Talk about watching your childhood go up in flames.
Meanwhile, with Evelyn Evernever promoted to co-director, she was determined to infuse the farm's culty behavior, plus drugs and alcohol, directly into the stars of the musical.
That's the spirit.
But despite her bizarre directing tactics, opening night of Heathers was a success. How do we know? Well, because the cast's final number got a super creepy slow clap, which was started by none other than Edgar Evernever.
I knew my dad would like it.
Were you shocked by the farm's eerie standing ovation? Yeah, so was the cast. So take a look at what Lily, Cammie, and Casey had to say about the farm's involvement this week.
It's definitely involved and definitely adds a very strange aspect, which is really fun and weird and twisted and exciting.
We find them kind of dealing with the mysterious connection between the farm and Riverdale and what their purpose is in Riverdale. There's something eerie going on.
The farm co-producing the musical is very suspicious to Betty. Screams cult recruitment. She knows that something is wrong with them. They've changed her mother drastically and her sister, and she just doesn't quite know what they are yet, but she knows that they're bad. She has this gut feeling. I think the farm co-producing the musical is scary to her. She doesn't want the farm to dig their claws into other classmates and into more of her friends. It's scary, but I think Betty being in the musical gives her an opportunity to keep an eye on everything and make sure that they're not going to entrench where they shouldn't, although they probably still will. I know what you're up to.
For Veronica, I think she's dealing with a lot of family drama and a lot of relationship drama, and it's all kind of crashing down at once. She's very overwhelmed and kind of pouring herself into the character of Heather McNamara.
I, for one, could use a libation.
Now let's switch away from the farm confusion and focus on the cute reunions we had this week in 7 Seconds in Heaven. Now, we all know that Hiram and Hermione Lodge are the most volatile couple in town, but I was still shocked when they revealed they were getting a divorce, and so was Veronica.
Wait, what is happening?
Now, this home-wrecking news caused V to run right back into Reggie's perfectly toned arms, and although he questioned her intentions at first, it seems like Veggie is back on our plates, for now.
Maybe we're endgame.
Archie and Josie spent all episode doing some soul-searching and singing about their feelings, and now their relationship is officially out in the open.
Did you know about this?
What? No, I had no idea.
Meanwhile, Kevin and Fang shared a sweet but bizarre smooch, and it was nearly World War III in the halls of Riverdale after Shoney's shocking split.
The school's not big enough for both of us.
But Tony was determined to figure out what was really at the root of Cheryl's terrifying behavior. And thanks to her compassion and persistence, Shoney is officially back together.
How beautiful.
I'm still not sure why they broke up in the first place, but yay! And lastly, while the trailer was going up in flames, things between Betty and Jughead got pretty heated as well. And here's a fun treat. While we were in between takes with Cammie, Charles, Cole, and Lily, we asked these real-life lovebirds to weigh in on some of the on-screen couples in this episode. And here's what they had to say.
Veronica and Reggie's storyline has kind of been something that's been established in the comics from a while back. And I think Veronica, post-breakup with Archie, she's vulnerable, she's broken, she's hurt, and I think she's looking for comfort. And Reggie really seems to be kind of devoting himself to her. He's really proving himself to be someone who's there for her, someone she can rely on. And I think Veronica sees that in him and is kind of trying to distract herself from all the pain she experienced with Archie and, you know, giving in to this relationship with Reggie.
I was afraid this was never gonna happen again.
Me too.
Reggie and Veronica are trying to figure things out right now. Uncharted territory.
I think Betty and Jughead are good. They bang solid, yeah. Betty helps Jughead out quite a bit in this episode.
Jughead himself is not in the musical. He's doing security for the musical, so, you know, musicals aren't exactly Jughead's vibe, but they're still kind of working together. And they're still very much a team, and it's really nice.
I'm surviving because you're here with me.
And now let's change our tune to my favorite part of the episode with hisses and kisses. Now I feel like I should preface all this by saying that the majority of all my hisses this week are on the silly side, so bear with me. Hisses to Evelyn for constantly saying the words big fun throughout the episode.
Last night was big fun.
Girl, no one talks like that. I mean, I get that it was the name of the episode, but still.
To have big fun.
There it is! There it is!
Hisses to whatever the hell was going on between Fangs and Kevin. I don't trust it. They're adorable together, but be careful.
You guys don't know what your kids are thinking, what they're dealing with.
And hisses to Tony for luring Sweet Pea and Peaches and Cream with the promise of some weird threesome and then ditching them on stage once they were only wearing their underwear.
I shouldn't have brought you guys here. I can't do this.
Yeah, that happened. Hisses to Veronica for publicly advertising that she's looking to hire a new bouncer.
Did you have a lobotomy for breakfast?
Hey babe, what part of secret speakeasy are you forgetting about? I mean, yeah, lobotomy is like the world's worst kept secret in Riverdale at this point, but putting up a help wanted sign on Pop's front door is probably not helping.
No.
Oh, and I have both a hiss and a kiss to the fact that Tony and Cheryl literally fought over the color red.
You're wearing my signature color. Red existed before you. I invented red. I am red.
Seriously, I was equal parts annoyed and amused over this scene. And who are the random snap girls behind Cheryl? I think we can all agree on one thing. Tony looked incredible, and maybe red's her color.
Yeah, we got it, thanks.
Switching fully over to kisses. Kisses to the boys in this episode. Looking at you, Archie, Kevin, and Reggie for their various moments filled with interesting dance moves. And kisses to the ladies for the candy shop choreography battle royale.
Shut up, Tony!
But then also kisses to Shoney's rekindled romance. I especially liked this sweet smooch.
And now for my favorite part. Blot.
Kisses to Cole Sprouse for finally gracing us with his voice. Not bad, Jug. To Betty for becoming a full-fledged pyromaniac. And to the fact that Hiram brought his self-portrait with him to the 5 seasons. It was both conceited and considerate.
How very.
Kisses to the hilarious faces of all our Riverdale families while they were in the crowd trying to figure out the final number. Penelope looked unfazed. JB, FP, and Gladys were confused as hell. And the lodges were less than enthused.
It sucks about your folks.
Oh, and this kiss? It's going straight to Edgar Evernever for 2 reasons. Number 1, I am so thrilled that we finally get to see this mysterious cult leader that we've been hearing about all season. And number 2, good God, he's attractive.
Fact.
And lastly, I'm sending mega kisses to the entire Riverdale cast for putting in so much additional time and work so we could all enjoy this big and fun musical. Now here are some of the behind-the-scenes secrets the stars shared with us.
Usually we start rehearsals and pre-records like a week before we start shooting the episode, so that can be pretty hectic. And then when we're shooting it, it's big groups of people, which usually means really long days, and trying to get everyone in sync. You know, we've got some people who are dancers or singers or whatever, and we're trying to get everyone to kind of find a middle ground where we all feel really comfortable and proud with the work that we're doing.
That's the goal for the week.
I think that this musical actually fits the characters better than last year. The costumes are just insane. I think they're so much better this year too. The songs are really awesome. The choreo is really great, especially some of the duet and big group numbers. It's just an elevation of where we started.
Who would like to go next?
I had vocal sessions. I had to get vocal sessions before they had to record me. And everybody on the cast is here. And not too often this season have we all been together, so that's been very exciting.
Gonna brought up with my bud Arch here. Just two single straight dudes doing some theater.
Yeah, these musical episodes are huge. Definitely the biggest episodes of the season, for sure, in terms of the work ethic and all the workload for the actors and stuff. It can be kind of frustrating at times when you can't really hit those notes, but I mean, that's what the pitch correction is for, I guess. A lot of it, for me at least, when I have to hit those high ones, it can be hard.
It's not like you show up on set and learn the dance moves then. It's all very choreographed ahead of time, and a lot of work goes into it. Hours of preparation, and with actual dancers and a choreographer whose name is Heather. Ironically, she's around here somewhere.
What is your damage, Heather?
And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's after show for the musical episode. And be sure to check back with me next week for our Sweetwater Secrets preview for episode 317, chapter 52, The Master. But for now, you know how this works. Please give this video a like and then hit subscribe, and then shimmy your way down to the comments to tell me your hisses and kisses for the week. What did you think of all the relationship reconciliations? Do you prefer Carrie the musical or Heather's? And were you a fan of Edgar Evernever's introduction? I was. What's your damage, Riverbabes? Tell me in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.